sponsored by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight's game at Quicken Loans Arena, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. Hey, let's talk about the Chicago Bulls. Their brand of defense doesn't get much tougher than that, does it, Shaq?
Actually, Ernie, they're the most consistent in the league. They have no gaps at any position. A lot of it is their fantastic system.
Anchored, of course, by the Defensive Player of the Year, and that would be
Joakim Noah.
All right, it's almost tip-off time. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
The Bulls off the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Bulls. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, a tough shooting slump for Jimmy Butler last season. Some injuries took him out of rhythm. He was asked to play a bigger role offensively after Luol Deng was traded. Still, he's become one of the premier defensive players in the league.
Now here's Butler, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Rose passes to Butler. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. No luck. And Cleveland the other way now. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, they were in foul trouble throughout that game, guys, and made things awfully hard on themselves as a result.
Yeah, it forced them to go much deeper into their rotation than they would have liked to, and that's always tough.
Chicago with the ball after LeBron James's miss. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. Count that one.
LeBron James.
James has got the first points up on the board here for the Cavs.
And they get on the board first.
Looking to set the tone early.
Rose kicks to Dunleavy. Almost, but it rolls out.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Rose with the block.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Out left to the wing. Dunleavy kicks to Rose. Butler dishes to Rose. Fires the 3. And he gets it to go.
Rose.
Rose has got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3. Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. Coach and front office questioning the team effort level.
Now here's Love. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis. That's good.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Rose kicks it to Noah. Pass to Butler. Rose dishes to Dunleavy. Back to Rose. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Shots good from Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
Well, the Cavs did make some big changes from last season, and they shouldn't have a problem staying motivated, putting in the effort this year.
Well, you know, Kevin, last year they were a very young group and didn't have the vet presence they might have needed. And with LeBron coming in, they've got brilliance in every category, leadership and play. He's got the cloud of the championship rings. The whole mindset of the team is about to go to a very different and high level.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Shots good by Waiters.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
And it's Rose penetrating. Butler passes to Noah. Dunleavy kicks to Butler. And here's Rose outside. And the Bulls another 3.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Waiters dishes to James. Love with the screen for LeBron. And it's Love penetrating. And so he draws the foul on the shot on a trip to the line to shoot
That's
2.
his first personal foul.
Love is known for how explosive he can be on offense, but he still gets knocked on for his defensive prowess or lack thereof. He seems to be tiring of it, though, and he's put in a lot of work. I think he's gotten better.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Sean Marion is checked in for LeBron. Miller comes in for Waiters, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Miller, the pass to Dellavedova.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already. He can't afford another foul.
Third team
I remember
foul.
last season when Tyson Chandler talked about Love's defense, and Love just brushed it off. It's something he's heard before and has followed him even in his rise to the highest ranks of the NBA.
And I think it's been a bit of an overhyped and overstated problem for him. I mean, he does so much more on the court than people think. I don't think he'll ever be an NBA All-Star defender, but he's more than capable of holding his own at that end of the floor.
And here's Rose outside, and the Bulls another 3. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
Here's Rose, following the basket by Kevin Love. Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 26 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Dellavedova. Love with the screen on Rose. Love kicks to Miller. Dellavedova dishes to Miller. 5 to shoot. Fires from the line. That one rolling around and runs out.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Muhammad. Heinrich is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dunleavy, and it's Gasol in at the 4. Offensive rebound, Thompson. Can't get it to fall. Now Chicago's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Dellavedova. Miller outside, dishes it to Thompson. Fades and shoots. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Thompson's got his first points in this one.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
Now here's Heinrich. 14 points from him the last game against Minnesota.
Tristan Thompson, a really nice hustle player and defender. Tends to be a double-double guy, but you know, as a former number 4 pick overall, I think expectations were probably a little too high for him, but he's turned into a very solid NBA player.
Now here's Heinrich. Not a lot of room. That's good. Butler's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, he didn't have to slow down at all, guys. Just perfectly timed pass there.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And Thompson, with really good length and athleticism, I still think he's developing his footwork and craftiness inside as far as understanding how to create angles to get his shot off. But he's young, and there's plenty of time, and he's shown plenty of promise.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. LeBron's checked in for Marion. Dion Waiters comes in for Miller, and it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. Scooped up. Here's Varejao. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Remains Bulls ball.
Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. 4th, LeBron James.
Now that's the name of the game for him, just putting the ball in the bucket. How about the season he had a year ago?
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Heinrich against Irving. Feeds it to Noah. That one a little long. And Thompson made progress on his mid-range jump shot in year 2. Then last season, Steve, he switched his shooting hand entirely.
And, you know, pretty impressive results for year 1 of the experiment. I mean, that's where you never know. He could become a much better shooter over time with that right hand. We'll see.
Three-pointer, Heinrich. The shot no good. Some solid defense there from Irving. To the inside. It's deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And a moment to check out the numbers for Kyrie Irving. Very nice season for him last year. Averaged 21 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Yeah, how valuable a player he is for them, Steve. Scores are always valuable. He gives them such a reliable option every time they have the ball.
Heinrich with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. For the three. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Waiters kicks to James. That ties it up. LeBron's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, interestingly, guys, Joakim Noah draws inspiration from music. Not the typical selections you might think. He is a huge reggae fan. Noah said, quote, "People think reggae is such happy music, but really listen to the lyrics. It's about empowerment. It's about uniting people. It gives me strength on the floor. Guys?"
Noah definitely a unique player and character in the NBA. Good to see. Good kid. Thank you, Doris. Here's Dunleavy. Anderson Varejao making his last shot. Heinrich from outside. The offensive rebound. Dunleavy the pass to Noah. Heinrich outside. There's the triple. And he gets the bucket. Heinrich's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
A nice shot by Irving.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Here's Waiters. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Gibson.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And good on the basket. Book it. Clarkie talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Now, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, 2 good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight. Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
19 seconds left to play here in the half. Irving against Heinrich. Irving kicks to LeBron. Two on the clock. The shot will not go.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. Bulls. So far, with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
Wow, the threes have just been dropping for him. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Could not have been a more productive day for him from long range.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Cleveland has its hands full guarding against Rose.
He has 9 points.
Boy, he's been hot both inside and out. I don't know what the defense is going to do from here on out.
Well, guys, he's locked in, no question.
Irving and Waiters, the guards. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Varejao in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Derrick Rose, the 2011 MVP, but major injuries to his knees have cost him most of the last 2 seasons. Only time will tell if he's able to reclaim that elite status in the NBA.
Now here's James. He's got 6, and he gets the bucket.
LeBron
James has got the first points of the second half here for the Cavs.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Here's Rose. 9 points in the game so far. Here's McDermott. Off target with his 3. And you recall Derrick Rose had some knee issues at Memphis as well.
Yeah, nothing nearly as serious as what he's encountered recently. But hey, he's only 26. Even if he doesn't win another MVP, I think he's still got a good chance to be an impact player, a high-level impact player, even an all-star going forward.
There is Zhao, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
second personal foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's Rose. Left side Rose. In the corner, it's McDermott. And again, no good by Chicago.
And offensively, he has yet to hit a shot. Slow start here in the second half.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here in the last few possessions. Now Doug McDermott, a senior out of Creighton, one of the all-time great scorers in college basketball history. In fact, 3,150 points. That ranks him 5th all-time in Division I. And he's not just a great shooter, he's a scorer who can create his own shot in a number of ways.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Sean Marion, he's checked in for Verejao. Miller comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Dion Waiters. And Chicago also making a switch. Muhammad's checked in. Now here's Rose. 9 points in the game so far. Shot clock at 6. That's good. Rose has got 11 points. And McDermott, the first player in 30 years, Clark, to make the AP All-America first team 3 consecutive times. It's only been done 10 times before.
Well, he was absolutely fantastic as a college player. One of the best college careers in the history of college hoops, Kevin. No doubt about that. There were some questions about how his game would translate to the NBA. Not a question mark for me. This is a guy who I think, while he might not be a superstar, he's going to be more than a serviceable long-term pro.
Here's Rose. Following the basket by Kevin Love. McDermott dishes to Rose for the 3. The shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Irving attacking, takes the 12-footer and hits. And it's a 4-point Cleveland lead.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
Now here's Butler. 5 points in the game. Here's Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
The dish to McDermott. There's 57 seconds left in the 3rd. Back to Rose. The feed now to McDermott. This one for 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Irving attacking.
Boy, some would like to give Kyrie Irving the injury-prone label. I'm not sure if that's fair. Although in the first 3 seasons, he has yet to stay healthy, start to finish.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Clark, a bit of a down year shooting-wise for Kyrie Irving last season.
Yeah, it sure was, and you heard some sources within the Cavs organization questioning his leadership, too. I mean, the chemistry in Cleveland, not really where it needed to be kind of a mess all season, quite honestly. And Irving is still young, has a lot on his shoulders, and maybe started to show some of the frustration with the expectations and demands that have been placed on him. But now, you know, as he continues to grow as a leader, having LeBron James and some other veterans who come in should really help smooth that out for him.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And it wasn't just bad shooting. They weren't getting good looks. The offense wasn't clicking, no ball movement, very stagnant performance.
Yeah, I agree. The reason for that, I think, was their movement away from the ball. Not very crisp.
So for the Bulls, Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Muhammad. Dunleavy comes in for Jimmy Butler. It's Heinrich in for Rose.
And we've seen a few mix-ups defensively out there on the perimeter.
More than a few. I mean, the open looks they've allowed from long range have turned into a lot of points.
Irving passes to Marion. It's stolen by Heinrich. To the right side. McDermott kicks to Heinrich. There's the three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Cavaliers. Time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play, don't you think, Kevin?
Sure.
This is just a phenomenal pass. Made the defense look like had no idea what was going on.
What precision with that pass.
Beautiful.
On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. McDermott and Gasol, the duo at the forward. Dunleavy is out there with Heinrich, and it's Noah in at the 5. Now, here is Irving. After the miss from Pau Gasol. Irving kicks to LeBron. Back to Irving. Passes it to LeBron. James left side from about 19 feet. And he nails that one right through the net. LeBron's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Cavs. Heinrich outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Cleveland leading by 3. LeBron dishes to Irving. Tries again. That's blocked. Dunleavy the pass to Heinrich. To tie it up. Verejao grabs the board. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Irving. Cleveland moving the ball around. LeBron against Gasol, 11 feet away, and it falls over the rim and in. 12 points for LeBron.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Heinrich kicks to Dunleavy. Back to Heinrich. Fires for 3, and that one's good. Heinrich's got 9 points here in the second half.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like all-star weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually defense during the all-star weekend, no D.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down, a close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you've put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
Dunleavy dishes to McDermott. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
This has been a terrific contest up to this point, and I would guess it's going to stay this way all the way to the end. Great matchup.
Probably so. Neither team wants to give an inch.
Now here's LeBron. Here's the 3. Waiters no luck.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
Heinrich outside. Shoots the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 9 rebounds in the game. getting it done.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And he gets it to go.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Man, it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
Heinrich with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. McDermott can't get it to go.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
For three, Heinrich, that's good. Heinrich's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
I'll tell you what, since the beginning of the fourth quarter, the three-point shot has really just been there for them. Everything's falling.
Yeah, the touch from downtown is right on point.
Lyles checked in for Thompson. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Kept alive. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. 9 points for Anderson Bergeron. Chicago's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Heinrich kicks to Dunleavy. Now here's Heinrich. They double him with James. Here's McDermott and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Bulls have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. Time call here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Rose, he's checked in for Kirk Heinrich. 50 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now Rose. Sinks it.
I'll tell you what, this is the white-hot version of Derrick Rose right now.
Here's LeBron. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time, Kevin, for the stars to shine.
A baseline jam. Another shot. Love can't hit.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
First team.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Derrick Rose taking 2 shots.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
And a chance here to send it into overtime.
Need a 3.
Verajao setting the pick for LeBron. Launches it. Bullseye! Tremendous play to tie it up. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Rose penetrating. Count it!
That's been a great day for him. And remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're down by 2. 1 second left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
With under 2 seconds remaining, you've got to hurry it up. Get the ball up quickly and take 1 dribble and get it to the rim.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the side. Doris?
Well, a confident performance tonight, Joe Kim. How does this sort of win feel, and does it help motivate the team moving forward?
It's always good to win. Feels good. We fought hard tonight. We just got to keep grinding, and get as many W's as possible.
Joe Kim, thank you as always. We appreciate it, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan player of the game, Derrick Rose.